Hello everybody, Sicario is here and today I'm going to look at something that's been released a while ago but recently received a new update in an Ultimate Edition. So Control is gorgeously and intense on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but the Ultimate Edition on the current generation of consoles is Remedy's excellent 2019's game at its best. Control Ultimate Edition is prettier, more stable way to enjoy Remedy's strange panorama world on PlayStation 5. It works great features of DualSense to elevate the experience even more. The primary difference between the original edition of Control and the Ultimate Edition is later in chase graphics. The Ultimate Edition offers two different modes: Performance, which prioritizes frame rate, and Graphics, which leverages the hardware for better texture, lighting and ray tracing. In both modes, through the difference between the Ultimate Edition and standard version of the Control is stark. There are drastic improvements over Control on the PS4 and already game beautiful and play even better. The graphics heavy mode is something to be behold. The Control is full reflective surfaces, whether they are glass office walls or puddles of water or blood in its dark, brutalist halls. With the ray tracing enabled, the game becomes full of gorgeous, real-world reflections, with protagonist Jessie face appearing on the screen of the TV as she watches films created by Dr. Caspar Darling, and controls starlighting cinematography finding mirrors in wet consolidated floors. The Control's art direction was already impressive, but it achieves even more of the newer hardware to create endless beautiful frames. When you are used to the game that eases you in, the comforting nature of Control is immediately compelling. There is plenty of time to get to know characters, study environment, and gradually pick up new mechanics and skills. But the Control's sinister atmosphere is impactful, sending a rush of questions through your head for the moment you press start. Who is Jessie Faden? Why does she seem both lost and found on her first day as the director at the Federal Bureau of Control? How can she possibly maintain her composure in the face of haunting internal and material dissertations that have overtaken the Bureau? You may only have some answer of those questions by the time the credits roll. While being vague or epic could be viewed as a flaw in the other game, abstraction is a part that makes Control so spellbinding. Impressively, the mysterious group Ever Tider are navigated through the Bureau headquarters in search answers. Knowledge is the power, but it frequently opens doors to possibilities you never knew existed. Doors are better left shut, so far Jessie or surviving FBC moments are concerned. There is one major aspect that is dedicatedly new for Remedy. Control's non-linear, built in the way methodynia and filled with reasons to retrace your steps over time. This approach is largely handled well, through its only aspects of Control that feels lacking in the handling of the map. It's an unreliable tool that presented at the top-down fashion that often feels like more trouble than it's worth. Multi-level areas overlap with one on another, and you can't isolate them or zoom for a closer look, and it's particularly possible to track specific locations you have or have not visited. Broad areas can be tracked, surely, but not say a single meeting room in the executive branch. This would be a major issue if not two things. The signage, the world is surprisingly helpful, and ultimately Control makes wandering the halls of the oldest house a consistent pleasure. If you aren't awe of the architecture, you're probably getting your kicks from Battle Up and pops up when you least expect it. The dance between the fact and fiction is the heart of the Control static and fascinating narrative that is unreal as the Jessie's mind through the series of inner monologues and psychic protections. These are exchanges between characters that move certain elements forward, but so much of Control highness on Jessie's discoveries, her interpretations of their meaning. Even through your clued into her thoughts, she's an unreeling element that Jessie fails to explain to her. It's matter of the fact. Whenever it is, she has always been a part of her, creating a gap of understanding that you, for the most part, can only hope to fill in with your own imperfections. There is a constant desire to know more, yet you also maintain distance from the truth in order to preserve the mystery. It's to Control's credit that it effortlessly affiliates in the exchange. One of my favorite aspects of Control, now I've gotten to the room brass, is spending the mission, is tackling optional puzzles. but there's so many fascinating threads to pull up that easily imagine new possibilities of lying in wait. I only study the evidence a little closer or consider the new angle maybe missing piece of Jesse's story would become to view. These tidbits can be educational, disturbing, and at times wildly entertaining, and they have inspired me to look deeper into the topics of judo and psychology. It's not often the game invades my thought the way Control has. It's at the point there I can consume every last thing it has to offer. If I'm honest, it also makes me want to go back and replay Remedy's past games too. Sure, it's faculty of Metroidvania in some respects, but there are so many exceptional qualities afoot that Control handily deflects a momentary ire. I can't wait to take the part in discussion about the game, to see what or the other figure out, to be unfair to understand what all fits in Jesse's story. So thank you everyone for being in this review with me. I hope you all will be really very motivated to try the game now since it received the Ultimate Edition, either on your next gen consoles or maybe on PC with fully new updated graphics. Thank you very much everyone, see you in the next one, bye.